1.
I think Rio de Janeiro
I think Rio de Janeiro
is one of the most interesting cities in South America.
is one of the most interesting cities in South America.
The nightlife is great.
The life is great.
They have great musicians,
They have great musicians,
so there is always good music in the cafes.
so there's always good music in the cafes.
Crime is a problem though,
Crime is the problem though,
so you have to be careful.
so you have to be careful.
2.
Sydney is one of my favorite cities in Australia.
Sydney is one of my favorite cities in Australia.
There are some great buildings there,
There are some great buildings there,
like the famous Opera House.
like the famous Opera House.
The only problem is the weather.
The only problem is the weather.
Spring and fall are okay,
Spring in Florida are okay,
but the summer is too hot for me.
but the summer is too hot for me.
3.
Montreal is a nice city to visit,
Montreal is the nice city to visit,
but don't go in the winter. It's
but don't go in the winter.
much too cold.
It's much cold.
The rest of the year is great.
The rest of the year is great.
There are plenty of clubs,
There are plenty of clubs,
restaurants,
restaurants,
and other places to go at night.
and other places to go at night.
4.
One of my favorite cities in Asia is Hong Kong.
One of my favorite cities in Asia is Hong Kong.
It used to be a British colony.
It used to be a British colony,
So it has a fascinating mixture
so it has a fascinating mixture
of Chinese and Western culture.
of Chinese and Western culture.
On the downside, the
On the downside,
pollution has gotten pretty bad.
the pollution is gotten pretty bad.
Sometimes the air is really dirty.
Sometimes the air is pretty dirty.
5.
When I went to Hawaii,
When I went to Hawaii,
I spent the first few days in Honolulu.
I spent the first few days on Honolulu.
Everything was really expensive there,
Everything was really expensive there,
especially in the restaurants.
especially in the restaurants.
$4 for a soda.
$4 for a soda,
But the beaches were wonderful,
but the beaches were wonderful,
especially Waikiki Beach.
especially Waikiki Beach.
The water was so clean.
The water was so clean.
6.
In Los Angeles, you have to drive everywhere,
In Los Angeles, you have to ride everywhere,
and sometimes the traffic is terrible.
and sometimes the traffic is terrible.
But that's the only bad part.
That's the only bad part.
There are a lot of fun things to see,
There are a lot of fun things to see,
like Hollywood,
like Hollywood,
Disneyland, and
Disneyland, and
the movie studios.
the movie studios.